And then this part just slides right in. Should just slide right in. Alright, as you can see here, that I've got a SR Performance package, and I'm getting ready to open it up, show y'all what it is, tell y'all, and tell y'all what the price is, and then I'll show you how it gets installed, and then later on in other videos I'll do some tests between this and the factory one and see the difference, and I'll get all the results up in another video. Alright, here we go. We're getting ready to open it up and see what comes inside. Got a box, got couplers, spacer, clamps, hardware. Alright, and this is the SR Performance Black Cold Air Intake System for around $70 on American Muscle, and I got it for my car. It's the only one that was in my price range at this time. And see what this looks like. Quality of everything looks all right. There's the hardware, and there's the clamps, rubber gasket for your air meter, or mass air meter. This is your air box, hardware. And there's the air filter. So, as y'all can see, what comes in the SR Performance Black Cold Air Intake System. Here it is for $70. Well, $70 plus tax. So, I'll show y'all how to get it installed on the car coming up. Alright, in the last clip you saw me unbox this cold air intake system from SR Performance. So now I'm going to show you how it gets installed. This is not a review of it. I ain't doing no dyno pulls or anything in this video. I'm just going to show you how this system gets installed on the car. So let's get to it. Alright, let's start by taking off the old system, the factory intake system. So screw here. And by the way, I'm using a screwdriver instead of a socket on these. You can use whatever you want to get these off, but it's your preference of what to use. Disconnect the sensor and break it loose, and then put that to the side, because in a little bit we'll be taking this out, putting it in the new system, so we'll get to that later. But right now we're disassembling this whole thing. We're using something out of that. We're using the math out of that. So I'll get that in a little bit too. Alright, this nut right here, or this bolt right here, is an 8 mil. So let's unscrew it. There it is. And this should just come out. Just like that. And that's how easy it is to take out the factory intake. Alright, I want to take a few minutes to talk about that last video that I put out. Y'all saw me replace this hose, or this line, for the AC compressor. I thought it was leaking because it was leaking out of here, and it was letting the refrigerant leak out and not kick on the compressor, which that's not the case. I've done a little research on Talk with a Mustang forum, and they helped me out to pinpoint where my problem is. And there's a small ECM or CCRM right behind this fender, or inside this passenger fender, and there's a relay, a small relay inside of it that's probably went bad, which is not letting the clutch come on the AC unit when you mash the AC button. So I'm not going to make a video on how to get it out because there's videos on it, but that's my problem with the AC clutch not coming on. So I just wanted to get that out there. So now let's get to the install of this cold air intake. Alright, as you can see, I've got the factory intake back up here. There's some things we've got to take off of it to use on the aftermarket cold air intake. So let's get to that now. We got to reuse this sensor here. and this one's done. Lay that right there for now. And we got to reuse these on the new system too. So let's just pull them off. If I don't drop them and lose them. And there they are off. Lay them right there for right now. And discard that. And now here comes the most difficult part. Break this box open to get your MAF out. And there's just 4 tabs you gotta remove to get the system out. And now there's 2 nuts that's holding the MAF in place. And a grommet you'll have to take out too. So let's get to that. And the nuts for that is going to be a 10 mil. And there we go. The MAF is out. So now, all we gotta do is put it back together or reinstall it with the aftermarket intake system. Alright, now it's through the install of the aftermarket system. You'll get this little screen that comes out of the factory air box. You could reuse it if you wanted to, but I'm deciding not to because of the filter there. I'm just going to take my chance on not running it. So now let's get to the install. And I really don't think it matters which way you put these bolts and nuts, just as long as it holds the math air meter in place. Alright, let's get back to the install. I had to go fishing for this nut that dropped down, so let's finish the install. And the bolt is also a 10. So tighten all 4 of them down. Get them good and snug. And then that part's finished. So now, let's move on to this. Well, not this yet. Or should we? I'm sorry, we're gonna have to reuse this. Piece right here too. For right here. And you don't need these nuts that hold that to the factory, or the math to the factory. So now, let's put these studs in. And I'm not going to put this part in yet because, like I said, I gotta take this box out. So now we take this sensor that we took off of the factory one and put it into right here. And that's how it's supposed to go, just like that. So now you take this coupler and slide it over just get enough on this back side so you can put your clamp. And go ahead and tighten it down. And now you're going to take the other coupler and slide it on this end. Just to get enough over that ridge so you can put a clamp and hold it. And do the same thing to it. And then that's that. All you gotta do is put this clamp back on here, slide it on here, take this, put it on that, and then plug everything up and put everything back together. And I'll show you. Come out. Yep. Came out. And you're not going to need this elbow. And your filter comes with a clamp already on it, so you don't have to use the other ones. Get it good and snug. And then this part just slides right in. Should just slide right in. Just like that. Now you take these bolts and screw that fender cover back. Put the clamp on before I forget. I think I might have put the clamp on backwards. No. Let me try something here. Okay. This has got to go here. You got to stretch it. Alright, here we go. You had to stretch that coupler, silicone coupler over. That's one thing I think they should have done, was gave us another a different size silicone coupler. Go from the MAF size down to the cold air intake size. Whoops. Put it on the wrong side. I'm going to leave this one loose until just like that. Alright, as you can see that the cold air intake system from SR Performance is in the car now. So there's the install of it. I would like to hear y'all's comments on how this one went so I can do better on the other ones. And give me a like, subscribe, and comment on this video down in the down in the comment section. And I'll put everything that you see here in the description also. Bye for now.